It is always midnight for Eric. You're correct. So many recognizable names. Amar, I see Aaron, Bailey. Nice to see you all again. Honey, nice to see you too. Lakshmi, I've seen you before. Awesome.
Someone is just saying it's close to midnight here in Melbourne. Wow. Now I'm just like overwhelmed with all the different time zones, and everyone is just so dedicated to join us a bit wherever or whatever time you guys are having. It's great to have all of you on board with us, and we are really, really excited to see what will be happening the next 3 days. You know, what kind of projects and all of you will be proposing to us, and to find out who are the winners for this hackathon. Meanwhile, we're just waiting for more participants to join in before we get started with the official opening of the hackathon ceremony. So meanwhile, if you have just joined us, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, be wherever you are. Thank you so much for taking time off to be here. Meanwhile, what we are seeing on screen right now is the Mentimeter, and we do have the code for you, 25283024. Log in, share with us your thoughts, some questions for you to answer, and later on, we also have a millionaire quiz, a mentor session. So for the millionaire quiz, we will also be using a Mentimeter. So why not get yourself familiar with what you can expect first by logging on, answering some questions. We just want to see how you're feeling, what is the poll results, all this we will be sharing with you in a short while.
Super exciting. I love all the energy, people. So everybody who's here, love it. Keep it up. I recognize so many of your names. You've been so active throughout this whole process. Just before we get started, I'm proud of all of you because the commitment you've shown throughout this entire thing. So awesome. Just great. Really good, everybody. And I truly, truly wish every single one of you good luck in winning this whole thing, because let's be real. There's some really cool prizes. Wait till you guys see some of the swag we're going to be sending out, right? We got lots of money. First of all, money, right? We all want money. So everything that you see on the prize board is cash money, dollars, US dollars, okay? So we're talking about big time dollars. And after this, one of the other things that we talked about earlier, remember the incubator program is coming up as well. If anybody wants to learn more about that, ping me after this session, after the hackathon, connect with me on LinkedIn. Whatever you need, we are here to help, because this story right now, right here, is about all of you, not us. It's about all of you who are here today. All right. So take that chance, grab that brass ring, reach for the stars, go nuts, go crazy, do something awesome. I'm looking forward to it already. All right. I'm going to mute myself because I keep taking Evangeline's time. I apologize.
It's okay. You know, we are excited to have you getting the ball rolling to get us all prepped for the next 3 days. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the start of the hackathon opening ceremony. My name is Evangeline, hosting you live from Singapore, and certainly hope you are doing good on this beautiful Friday. As you know, Build a Modern Data App is a 3-day virtual hackathon that aims to bring together developers, designers, and entrepreneurs across the globe to use your skills to build the next cloud native application that leverages DataStax Astra DB and potentially become a unicorn. So we are extremely excited, as you can tell from Sean's expression. You know, he has been expressing himself all morning, all afternoon, all night, telling us, you know, it's all about the money, but it's really all about you being on board with your team and showing us what you have to offer. And more importantly, feel free to send in your comments via the chat box. And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to post them via the help desk channel in the Build a Modern Data App Slack channel. Our help desk team will be there to assist you. With that, let's dive straight into today's program. And it is my pleasure to welcome the gentleman you've been hearing all night, all morning, all afternoon, Sean, Developer Communities Lead at DataStax, for a welcome remark. So over to you, Sean.
Thank you so much, Evangeline. And once again, sorry for jumping in. I just get so excited about hackathons because it's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And the reason why I'm passionate about it is because we see the ingenuity that is out there. We have talked to many of you. We have seen the process, and the more we talk to everybody, the more excited I get. So the whole point about this hackathon is about everyone who joined us. On behalf of DataStax, on behalf of Angel Hack, and on behalf of all of our friends here, thank you so much. And I'm going to do a shameless little plug. We have one of our external friends here with us today as well, Gaurav Sharma. For those of you who are not familiar with him, Cheers with Gaurav on YouTube. Check it out. It is awesome. If you want to see me flailing my arms more than I do already, I actually did a video with Gaurav recently. So I just wanted to give him a little shout out. And I wanted to also say thank you to everybody here today that has helped make this work. So welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are happy to have you. DataStax happy to have you. Angel Hack is happy to have you. And I must admit, everybody here blew us away this whole process. We were going to aim for about 150 people to participate. We are over 2,000 people participating. So that is amazing. Now, with that said, we want to just give everybody a little bit of a short introduction to what we've talked about the last couple of weeks. Next slide, please. Because we've talked about a whole bunch of things, and specifically Astra, right? Astra DB is the one and only rule for this entire thing. You want to make sure that you sign up for Astra DB. You want to make sure that you have your name up on the leaderboard. And why? Asta is going to tell, or actually Evangeline is going to tell us that later. We're going to show you some cool stuff that you can win. And all you have to do, attend the webinar. You're here, welcome. Get yourself signed up for Astra. Be a cool person and just try to do something amazing, right? This is how you get your points. So being able to do anything that you want with any language that you want, that is the whole point. And why are we saying that? Because we want to see what you have in store. Astra DB is obviously Apache Cassandra as a service, and it can be deployed to all the major cloud vendors, and it is so easy to use. I'm going to show everybody how we can get started in 5 clicks. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that. 6 clicks. And the reason why is because I'm going to start off on the actual hackathon web page, right? So just adding 1 extra click. It is literally that easy. Now, most of you out there, you have asked us questions like, hey, can I use Python, or can I use C? Can I use, yes. All of it, yes. The great part is we got your back. And what do we mean? Simple and frictionless experience. Now, when we are on the website, I'm going to show you, all of you, in a little bit. We are going to sign up for our Astra DB account. As you can see in step 1, it brings us to the login. No, Dipanshu, there's no Firebase authentication built yet. You can use Google, GitHub, or your email right now. So after we click on that button and it brings us to the login page, as we just learned, we have to either use our Google login, our GitHub login, or just simple password email combo. Once we have logged in, we come to the dashboard, and that is step number 3. So, oh, we have? Cool, Eric, that's awesome. I didn't know we can do that now. Learned something new today. So when we're on the dashboard, we make our 3rd click in this process, which means create your database. So once we have created or clicked on create our database, we come to step 4, which is where we choose which region do we want, which cloud vendor do we want, right? And we have to just give it a random name. For those of you out there, there are minimal rules to the naming. For example, you can't start off with a space, so you have to use alphanumerical characters to make sure your database can create properly. Once we've done all that, and we actually deploy, as you can see on the next phase, there are some numbers listed there. There's some money listed there and some data. Everybody who signs up gets $25 for free of Astra DB usage every month. Now, $25 is very ambiguous. It's very hard to determine what that actually means. So let's give you some numbers. It's about 4 million reads, about 1.5 million writes, and give or take 40 gigabytes of data, depending on what you're actually doing per month. So with that, if you're building something for yourself, and this is where I'm going to do a shameless plug to our friends, the Developer Advocate Group, if you're going to build something like our Netflix clone or a TikTok clone, you can run that at home privately, no problem, for free, the whole time you are active on Astra. Now, that said, you start sharing it with your family members, your kids, your friends, it's going to start eating up your data, okay? So be careful how you do that. You don't have to enter any kind of credit card information. If you run out of credit, you will be told like, hey, you have exceeded your allotted amount, and it will help you do everything else. All right. So once we have that up and running, next page, please. We do two more things. One, we connect, right? We choose what way we connect. We have multiple different options. We have 3 APIs. We have our REST API, our GraphQL API, and our document API. If those are not your preferred option, there are also some drivers and some alternate connection options explained as well. So the last step after you have been able to connect is obviously let's load some data. So once we've loaded our data, that is our 6th click. We are now up and running with an active database. Go nuts, okay? Now, that said, we're obviously not going to leave you just hanging with only that. After you have a database created and everything, we also have some sample apps to show you. We have an actual sample apps gallery where you can choose multiple different options to deploy on Astra DB. Now, that said, there are different levels. There's beginner levels, intermediate levels, and more advanced levels. So you don't have to worry. Even if you're brand new to the technology, we got your back, okay? So at the beginning, at the dashboard, what you have to do, look at the bottom left on your left-hand side. It says Sample Apps Gallery. You click on it, and you can see the Netflix clone, the TikTok clone. We have, for the students among us, we have a great drinking game called Jamstack that you can play. There are so many fun things to do. From professional to personal, anything that you can do. The whole point about everything that I'm trying to say here is it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be frictionless, and you're supposed to be able to do amazing things, okay? So with that, do I hand it back off to Evangeline? All right, Evangeline, take it away.
It looks like you're getting hits up. You're supposed to present later, but you're starting now, looking like all excited for that. But yes, thank you so much for the detailed presentation. And I hope you guys are having a better picture of what you can expect from us. Ultimately, there can be many reasons why we are gathered here today, but mainly we just want you to ideate, innovate, and build amazing technology with what we can. Most importantly is to have tons of fun with your team. So the next 52 hours of hacking will be the key, and it will start from now till 12 noon GMT plus 5:30 p.m. On Sunday, and that's when the submissions are due, okay? And as mentioned earlier, Build a Modern Data App is a 3-day virtual hackathon that aims to bring all of you from across the globe to use your skills to build the next cloud-native application that leverages DataStax, Astra DB, and can potentially become a unicorn. This year's theme is none other than build the next cloud-native unicorn application on Astra DB. The beauty of it is that there's no limitation on what you can build as long as you are using Astra DB at its core. And of course, all will be worthwhile as there are prizes up for grab. As you can see on screen right now, let's get them all excited. There will be different categories, including submission prizes, recognition prizes, and of course, our top 3 prizes. And this year's top prize will be $5,000 USD. And on top of that, we have an auto placement in DataStax incubator program all set for you. Tell me, are you guys excited? Because I am extremely excited for you guys. And we are pleased, to share that we have hackers from all around the world, including India, China, Pakistan, US, Canada, Mexico, South Africa, Nigeria, Singapore, Philippines, and the list goes on and on. And in addition, we have full stack developers with us, backend developers, project managers, data scientists, and we hope to have more on board in the near future. And here are some swanky swag items we have in store for you. Coming up soon in the next hour or so, let's bring on the next slide. There will be a millionaire quiz as shown earlier at the start of the program, exactly in this format. And now we just want to hear from you. Are you guys working with someone new on your hack team? Yes or no? So let's have a look at the poll results. Wow, no, and yes. So there's quite a little differentiation is not huge. I think it's just like half. So it's good to hear that you guys are venturing with new team members, but those of you who prefer to stay with your comfort team members, all the way and all the best. I hope you guys are going to be on the goal for this next 52 hours. Okay, so basically we just want to say that as Sean has sparked up the spirit earlier, we are all very thrilled to have you on board and have prepared an exciting lineup of activities, especially all planned out for you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what you can be expecting in the next few days. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to take you through the next 3 days agenda. So starting off with day one, after the opening ceremony, you can start hacking with your team and get together in your team channels to ideate, discuss, and work together on your projects. And should you need any help, please feel free to reach out to our mentors during office hours as shown on screen right now, where you get the chance to consult and speak to our panel of mentors who I will be introducing to you very shortly. Feel free to check in with them in regards to your questions. Don't be shy because perhaps their comments or their thoughts may just be able to assist you out with your questions. Thereafter, take a break from all the codings and join us for a game of Millionaire Quiz and stand a chance to win some cool flags. After which, direct your attention back and keep the hacking going on with your teams. Feel free to burn those midnight oil, because what's hacking without burning some midnight oils, right? So yes, continue hacking all the way, and pretty much that's for day one. And on to day two, continue your hacking marathon, and our mentors will be available during office hours to assist you if you require any. Down to day three, you will be given till 12 p.m. GMT plus 5:30 to hack and submit all your projects before the deadline. Now, do note that the submitted projects will be only qualified for the prizes. So if you didn't submit, then it's considered disqualified. So remember to submit them before the deadline. Relax and wait for the good news. That's all you have to do. In the meantime, while the judges crack their head and deliberate on your projects, you can put on your thinking caps and think about who you want to vote as your favorite for the Hacker Choice Award. Sounds very exciting, isn't it? So again, we are now flashing the Mentimeter slide and would love to hear from you. What do you look forward to the most? Is it option one, networking with others? Option two, ideating and building new solutions. Option three, events planned out for us. Option four, winning the prizes. I think that's Sean's choice. And looks like most of you guys are looking into ideating and building new solutions, which is great because I think we always need new blood and new ideas to come on board and hear from you guys. So be it you are working with your regular team members or someone new, we do look forward to see what you can come up with in the next 52 hours. And of course, coming in next, winning the prizes. That's Sean's choice for sure. I think this year's prizes is really great. You know, we have our top 3 prizes and some additional prizes that you cannot be missing out. So now, with so much said, let's bring on the slides back. It is time to introduce to you our panel of judges. This year, we are delighted to have the following judges in no particular order to be on board with us, and they are N. Balasubramaniam, COE and Tech Academy Head at NIIT USA, Jeff Carpenter, Director of Developer Adoption at DataStax, Guru Sharman, Associate Solution Architect at Red Hat by profession, YouTuber at Cheers with Gaurav by passion, Stephen Madison, Pre-Sales Data Architect, David Jones Ajulardi, Develop Advocate at DataStax, Tumi Toko, Backend Developer and Content Creator, Peter Humphrey, Developer Product Manager at DataStax, Patrick Methinen, VP Developer Relations at DataStax. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our panel of judges who will be judging your project this year. And now you must be wondering what exactly are the judging criteria that you can be looking out for. So let me take you through that. We have 4 main judging criteria as you see on screen right now, which each being on a scale of 0 to 5. That means the total score that a project can have is 20 for full marks. The first criteria is relevance, you know, how well the project is executed and explained. Second is all about creativity. How creative are you and your team in developing an innovative solution for the challenge? And moving on, the third criteria is impact. Is the project an application that can have real and valuable impact to the society or around us? And finally, is a fundability. How fundamental or how fundable is this idea? Is there a potential for a sustainable business model? Is it scalable? So these are the 4 judging criteria that can help you, or you should be looking out for when coming up with your content and thinking about how you can execute your project. All right. So just to spice things up even further, let's bring on the next slide. We actually have a mystery judge lined up for this hackathon. Well, who's that? Let's introduce our mystery judge to you, and that's you watching this right now. How can you contribute? Very simple, because we have a fourth winner category, that is the Hacker's Choice, which you get to decide, okay, who the winner is by voting for your favorite project. All you have to do is to view all the projects via the link that will be posted via Slack on Sunday afternoon, the 5th of September. Step 2, select your favorite project. Step 3, vote for your favorite one. And finally, submit the form when you are done. We just want to see who is your favorite, and ultimately you get to decide our fourth winning category. Okay, and as shared earlier, we do have mentors from our DataStax who will be here to assist and support you through thick and thin in this hackathon. So let's find out who they are. In no particular order, this year we are pleased to have, I think, about 10 mentors on board with us. So we have Aaron Plott, product manager, and all of them are from DataStax. Okay, we have Jeremy Hunt, data architect, Eric Ramirez, Apergy Cassandra enthusiast, Doug Wetlofer, senior software engineer, Pushkala, engineering leader quality, Sean, I think all of us are familiar with you. He is the developer communities lead. We have Rekavan Srinivas, developer advocate, Wei Ting, director of Vanguard Architect, Jack Fryer, EMEA community manager, and Mekavan Sriharan, principal solutions architect. So these are your mentors who will be there for you whenever you need them. And remember, it's during office hours, yeah? Okay, so after getting to know a little more about your mentors, there are 2 ways you can reach out to them. Mentors will be available for consultation during mentors' office hours at this following timing. So remember to take them down. You can screenshot it, take out your smartphone, snap it, or you can write them down. And all you need to do is to post your query via the mentors channel. Remember to grab the opportunity to reach out to them, as their valuable support may just be of a great help to you and your team. So take note of the timing, that is critical, because our mentors need to rest as well. All right. So yes, now I would like to introduce, a beautiful lady who has been controlling my slides all night long. I would like to hand the time over to Astra, who will be guiding you through how you can submit your projects and leaderboard. So Astra, anytime you're ready, stage is yours.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Evangeline. First of all, I would just like to welcome all you hackers. Like Sean mentioned earlier, we are so excited and overwhelmed by the kind of numbers and support you have been showing in all the various events that we have been conducting, be it the pre-hackathon events or this one now. So thank you so much for your support. And with that, let me take you through the most important part of it, right? Because why are we hacking? We are hacking to create beautiful ideas, submit the projects, and then win prizes. So how does the submission work? Thanks to our lead here, Harish, he has been working on the submission platform, and he has created a really, really simple process for you. So before I take you through the submission artifacts and the details, I would just like to mention that if you go to the participants guide, the submission guide is also updated. You can have, it's a step-by-step process of how you can submit. We also have a beautiful video created by Harish, which basically walks you through the whole submission process. You can just view that. And in case you still have any questions, or if you have any queries, you can connect with us anytime in the help desk section. So with that, let me quickly take you through the submission artifacts. So basically, what you have to do is submit 4 of these things. Now, one of them is optional. First is the project description. Now, what is the project description exactly? It is the problem that you're solving. What is the solution and why is the solution important? And basically, to highlight the most is the wow factor behind it. Because guys, let's get it right. We have a lot of projects coming in, thanks to all of you participating, and our judges would definitely want to know what is that wow factor that you bring to the table that makes your project so special rather than the rest. So project description is a must that you need to submit. The other one is a video presentation. So we would love for you as a team to come collaborate and create a video. It could be a 1 or 2 minute video. Please do not create a very long video because it'll be hard for us or the judges to judge that. You can create the video using various different platforms and then just share the link while you're doing the submission. Now, the video would talk about the project itself, your idea, and how you've executed that. And then obviously, not forgetting, and the most important part is the project repository, because I'm sure you must have done a lot of coding around it. And we would want the link of the GitHub repository, which has all the codes in it for our judges to view. Now, what you can do, I'm sure all of your teams have already been formed, and you would have created a captain or at least a SPOC who is responsible for your projects. So one of you can share that link from your GitHub repo. So it's not like all of you have to share it. It's just one person whom you nominate can submit do the submission for a team as a whole. And then the last but not the least, which is the live demo option. So this is, again, like I mentioned, optional. You can choose to submit it or you can choose to skip it. If you submit it, it'll be great. Basically, it's a URL to a live working environment of the solution that you have created. And you can submit a link around that as well. So these are the 4 active artifacts that you need to submit. Moving on quickly to the submission process. So like I mentioned earlier, we have to, the first and foremost thing is to create a team captain and then give all the responsibility of submission to him, her, and sit back. So the person or the team captain can log on to virtual.hackathon.io. As mentioned, they can create an account over there, and creating the account is really simple. Everything is available on the video. So it's a quick walkthrough of how you can do it. And then, once the submission is done, it's just it. So you can sit back, relax, and everything is true. Now, quickly taking you through the submission rules. All submissions must be made before the cutoff time, which is 5th September. Now, there's a quick technicality, and Harish would want me to change it over here. So instead of 12 p.m., we would request you to do it by 11:55 a.m. GMT plus 5:30, just 5 minutes before the deadline. The reason being, we would want all your submissions to come in early. Now, just giving you a word of advice, what you can do is probably not wait till the deadline, because you could have technical challenges, right? So you can submit it before, and then you can edit your submissions till the deadline. So that is also something that you have as an option. So, you can do that. Now, what are the other things that we talk about here? So basically bring in the wow factor in the description. And coming to the fresh code rules, now all of you have been participating in so many hackathons, so you must be knowing about this, but just running through quickly. So basically, what are the things that you could have done before the hackathon, and what is it that you would be doing within the 52 hours period? So obviously, before the hackathon, you could have created wireframes, designs, and user flows, or pre-trained models or gather data sets prior to this event. But during the 52 hours of the hackathon is when you code. So we would request, I'm sure none of you must have coded till now, the submissions or the coding actually begins right after the opening ceremony. That is 8 p.m. GMT plus 5:30. So you can dawn on your thinking hats and then start coding and start hacking. You can use any coding language for the submissions, like Evangeline mentioned earlier. The only requirement that we have is your solution should be built using Astra DB as its core. So that's about it. And any details or anything like you require, like I mentioned, you can quickly hop onto the participants guide and then the submissions guide, and you have all the details over there. All right, guys, now quickly moving to the leaderboard, which has been a hot topic for us throughout the 1 month that we have been talking about. All of you want to know how the points are going. And by the way, before I actually start talking about the leaderboard, I would just want to say if there are any issues, we will fix it. Don't worry, your points will be there. So all of you who have already gone to the leaderboard, how do you capitalize on your points, right? So you do remember when we were showing the prices, the top 75 hackers on the leaderboard actually get a really, really cool Astra DB t-shirt. And to win that, you have to sweat a little bit. So you have to attend our events, and here's how you get points. So obviously, if you have not already, please introduce yourself on Slack and share a picture on the photo booth, and you get 20 points around that. Just thing, please do not post pictures of or screenshots of the laptop. we would want to see you hacking. So we would definitely want to see your lovely face and some fun ways in which you're hacking. So it could be with your pet, it could be anything. So yeah, would love to see pictures of you rather than the desktop itself. So that's how you get 20 points. And then obviously by attending events. So if you are attending this live right now, you already get 20 points. We have the happy hours coming up where you get 10 points. The speed networking is coming up tomorrow. And then again, if you attend that, you get 10 points. We have a pitch workshop, where we help you to sharpen your pitch. There you get 10 points. And obviously, last but not the least, the award ceremony, everything that we have been waiting for, that comes on live on 5th of September, and we get 20 points for that. Now, the most important points that are there on the leaderboard are for you to submit, because if you don't submit, then why are you in the hackathon itself? So 40 bonus points for anyone who actually submits. And I'm sure you all will get those points because I'm sure you must be submitting. So with that, I'll hand it over back to Evangeline. Thank you.
Right, it looks like we have lots of stuff going on, and yes, do not post your laptops or computers. We do not want to see something like that. So maybe can we get Sean to just give us your hackathon expression? Maybe you can just demo to everybody how they can be creative with their photos. So let's pretend you're on a photo booth. 1, 2, 3. And that is his expression, while hacking. So what are you guys up to? Post them onto your photo booth. We want to see and earn those points on your leaderboards, okay? And now back to our Mentimeter. We just want to see you guys having your response with us. So what tools are you going to use? Let's have a look at our poll. And looks like, let's bring on the next one. And dun, 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 dun. Wow. Quite a few variations that we are seeing right now. So you can see, what your competitors are up to and get a glimpse to perhaps, what you can be expecting from them, and you know what to do afterwards. Okay, so yes, let's bring on the next slide. And before we wrap things up, we just want to emphasize ultimately, we want you to have tons of fun, while joining us. Besides all the seriousness while hacking away, main thing is to have tons of fun with your team, enjoy the process, be part of the photo booth, our networking sessions, and yes, take part in our Slack by having the schedule into your schedule, all right, so that you know what kind of events you can be expecting from us. And earlier on, I think as I mentioned that we have lots of programs coming your way, including our Millionaire Quiz, which will be happening later on. A photo booth, as mentioned earlier, for you to upload your creative expression moments while hacking. And that may just earn you some bonus points on your leaderboard. And a speed networking that is happening tomorrow for you to connect with your fellow hackers. Please don't leave me hanging. Share with me your thoughts. I think we have about a few questions to hear what are your thoughts. Okay, so feel free to interact with us tomorrow and share your favorite hack moments or what you would like to find out from others. Okay, and remember, if you need any assistance or help, we are always here for you. You can always reach out to these people in the following format. Sean, Jack, Harish, and Asa will always be available on Teams to answer your questions. And to pose a question to them, log on to Build a Modern Data app, help desk Slack channel to do so. If you have any questions or doubts, you can, for the mentors as well, you can actually post them via the mentor support channel. And remember, earlier on I mentioned that take down those office hours because that's when the mentors will be available. If not, they will be sleeping. So please, let's not disturb them. They need the sufficient rest to judge your projects as well. Yeah. Okay, dokie. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are set and looking forward to the next 52 hours and can't wait to find out who are your favorite and winning teams. And in case if you have any general questions related to the schedule and how you can join in all the different sessions and etc., please post them via the help desk channel and the Discover Innovation Hackathon team site, and we will do our best to address them the soonest. And also, if you are keen to find out more about the different events that we are having, log on to Slack and subscribe.
Just adding in, Ivan, I think just a small update. Probably, if you have any issues or if you have any questions or queries, just go to Build a Modern Data App Slack channel and post your queries there, because that's where you can get those answers. So yeah, back to you, Ivan.
Right. So it looks like we have different platforms for you to reach out to, be it the mentors or even Esther or Sean. All of them will be here to assist you through the next 52 hours. So hang tight for that. And yes, earlier on I was mentioning, if you are keen to know more about the different happenings and latest events that we have, you can log on to Slack and subscribe to Build a Modern Data App calendar. You can then join in and have some fun. With that, I think I've been speaking all evening. My name is Evangeline, signing off for now, but I would like to wish you all the very best and have tons of fun hacking. I will catch you back in a short while for the Millionaire Quiz. I think we have about approximately 15 to 20 questions just to, find out a little more about general knowledge and for you to ease your mind off the hacking. And yes, stay tuned for the mentor session as well. I will catch you back very soon. So for now, just get together with the team members, discuss and be back later on for our Millionaire Quiz. And tomorrow we have a speed networking that I look forward to see you to as well. So with that, I'm wrapping up the opening ceremony, and may the force be with you.
That was just an awesome nerdy closing. I love it.
So how come we haven't heard from Gaurav yet?
Yeah, that's what I was going. But we did the opening ceremony. Now, we did all the official stuff. Now everybody who's still hanging around can see how crazy we actually are, right? So since we're already at the end, I would love to take this opportunity, since we have some time left, for those who want to hang around and meet some of the crew, is to introduce some of the people who have helped get us here. How about we just go through the list?
Stop sharing so that we can see the lovely faces.
Yeah. How about we go through the list, right? We've spoken to Evangeline. Thank you so much for the wonderful job. We've heard from Asta, which was also wonderful. But we have some other people who are on cam but hiding. Let's start out with it's this way. Harish, let's introduce Harish. Harish, what have you got to say to the people? Give them a little motivational pitch.
All right. This is going to be very straightforward. Just make sure you have fun and submit, guys. Just make sure you submit whatever state your project is in. Just submit. And I'm Harish. I lead platforms at AngelHack. Moving on to the next one on the call, I'll call Jack.
Hello from the UK. So I'm Jack. My piece of advice would be, remember at the end of this, if you do come out with a top prize, you do get fast tracked into our new incubator program, which is absolutely amazing opportunity to really get your startup to take off, to get mentored by some of the best experts in the industry. So yeah, have fun. Remember, there's money to be made, there's prizes to be won, and reach out anytime you need any help.
Exactly. David decided to turn his camera off, which means to me he's saying, don't pick me right now. So we're going to skip. There he is. He's back. Most of you are probably familiar with who David Gilardi is, but I will let him introduce himself to everybody. David, take it away.
Well, hello. Yeah, I'm David Jones Gilardi. I'm one of our developer advocates at DataStax. So I do recognize some names that have definitely been in some of our workshops, the weekly workshops that we're always doing. I think at this point now, we have done well over 100 of those and have many, many thousands of folks in the Cassandra community and such like that who've come on and join us. So so I'm one of the judges. I guess what I'll say here is, when it comes to being clear and concise in explaining your project, right? The documentation you're going to leave is so important. That's something we have to deal with all the time to make sure as many people as possible can get in and understand what it is that you're doing, what you're presenting. And I'm really looking forward to all of the wonderful ideas. I think that's one of the cool things that these events do. And I'm seeing a ton of wonderful energy and everything. So thank you all.
Awesome. All right. That brings us to our Energizer Bunny, our Titan of Cassandra, basically the backbone of anything Apache Cassandra. Eric Ramirez, would you like to share something with the fine people who are here today?
Oh, thanks so much, Sean. I can't really claim that throne because there's a lot of heavyweights in here. You've got the likes of Stephen Madison, who's regularly posting example apps and example code that like tend to plagiarize quite a lot. You've got Madhavan, who's also madly answering questions. And of course, Aaron Klotz is, we're very, very glad and honored that he's finally joined DataStax after several prodding. So he's a titan when it comes to Stack Overflow. You know, I can't even begin to imagine how to get to, you know, the level of reputation that he has on Stack Overflow. So yeah, so I'm very humbled by all the people that we've got here today.
Lovely, lovely. And in case anybody doubts the comment that I made that Jack is or that Eric is our backbone, he is in Melbourne right now. It's midnight. He's here. He's going to be here. He's been answering questions for hours. He's going to be here tomorrow. He's going to be here Sunday. That's Eric. So even though he won't claim it, I'm going to give it to him anyway. But nice little segue there. That leads us to our next panelist, Stephen Madison. Stephen, would you like to say something to the nice folks participating?
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Eric. Really great to be here. I love to see all the energy. Myself, I'm an old school hacker, so I think hackathons are super awesome. I would make a couple pieces of advice. One, we want you to hack. Let's do something innovative, something that nobody else has already done. And please, please make sure it's clearly hosted on Astra. Don't make our job hard trying to dig through your code and find your Astra connection string. Thank you. Good luck.
That's actually a great comment. Make sure you feature your Astra usage prominently, because that's literally the only rule, right? It's like going to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. He says, don't touch. If you touch, you get kicked out, right? We're the opposite. We say, please touch it a lot, you know, be inappropriate with Astra DB, touch it, hug it, you know, do all the stuff that you would do behind closed doors and then show it to us. All right. So with that said, let's introduce the next one. Aaron, would you like to introduce yourself and say something nice to everybody?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name's Aaron Pletz, and yes, I finally work for DataStax now. So, you know, thanks everyone for all the kind words so far. And actually, if you're to look at Stack Overflow rep for Cassandra, like month over month, Eric's been kicking my butt for at least 2 or 3 months now. So, you know, he's definitely getting there. You know, if I had any advice to offer, I'd just say, you know, other than have fun, don't be stuck. You know, if you find yourself stuck on something, please reach out. You know, we're all more than happy to help you out. So, thank you.
Awesome. All right. I think we have a couple of people hiding, but I'm going to introduce our next friend and colleague, Madhavan. Would you like to introduce yourself and say something to the nice hackers who we have here?
Hello, everyone. Madhavan here from Western Pennsylvania in the US. So just go have fun. Keep Astra DB right and center of whatever you're doing. Then imagination is your limit to everything.
I like that. Imagination is your limit. That is great message. I'm going to co-opt that. I'm going to borrow that, Madhavan. Thank you. All right. Gaurav, are you here? There we go. For those of you who are not familiar with Gaurav yet, Gaurav is one of our friends in the wild, so to speak, right? We accidentally met online. Gaurav has become a friend and colleague of DataStax. Gaurav doesn't work for us. So Gaurav is not influenced by anything DataStax whatsoever. We wanted to make sure we have some outside perspective as well. For those of you who are already familiar, I saw some of you already are familiar with Gaurav. It's awesome. For those of you who are not, check out Cheers with Gaurav on YouTube for some fun content. There's lots there. Gaurav focuses on communities and helping people, especially younger students, and trying to give people opportunities to learn new things, network, and do all kinds of cool stuff. So, Gaurav, would you like to say something to the nice people here?
What I should say, Sean, means you have always given me a reason to work hard on weekends as well. I was just about to go for my workout, and I just thought of like, why don't I get charged up by listening to the thoughts that we are bringing up? What I want to say always to you and to all the hackers out there, guys, don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go far as your mind lets you. So what you believe, remember, you can achieve. And as I believe Harish, our good friend, said, don't worry about the completion or something. Just submit what you have done, because that's what will make more excited. So make a job too harder to do the judging part, and we are excited to judge you, to be honest. Yes, I'm quite excited. So yeah, make it more engaging, guys. Submit your ideas. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Awesome.
And thank you so much, John, and the entire DataStax team. I am overwhelmed, charged up for my weekend, and thank you so much for having me on the panel. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, and we have three, I'm going to call them shadow heroes that are on the call with us. They don't really step out into the light very much, but trust me, they work really hard for all of you. Munira, Justin, and Valerie, thank you for being here. Thank you for helping everyone in the background. You might not get all the shine you deserve, but I want to make sure that we call you out and appreciate you before you, fade back into your work mode. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody here, thank you again so much. Evangeline, do you have a parting gift for everyone?
My parting gift is you have been getting all the mentors to speak their mind and encouraging all our team players. How about you? What are your words to these people, besides having fun? Before I say, to look forward to the next session, but how about let's have you to say, what to do or what they should be, besides having fun, what are your words then?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with the official part. For those of you, it's mentioned a couple times by some of the other mentors, if you don't have a completely finished product or an idea, it might not be completely polished enough, don't worry about it, right? This is the cool part about it. The incubator program that comes up after this hackathon, that is where you can learn how to build out your idea into something more. So even if you don't win this, please keep working on your idea. It's going to give you the opportunity to be more in the future, right? And with that official piece, I'm going to close this out with a little shout out to my friend Steven, because he's probably going to be the only one old enough to recognize this. But for everybody as a part of this hackathon, hack the planet, people. Let's do this.
I'm learning so much moves from Sean tonight, I have to say. But, thank you, Sean, for the encouraging words and the move as well. I'm learning a lot of hand gestures from Sean this evening. But anyway, just to remind everyone, before we wrap up the opening ceremony happening later on, we do have the joining the mentor session that's coming up at 8 p.m. GMT plus 5:30. And we also have a millionaire quiz, which I will catch you back shortly later on as well. So for now, just get together with your teammates and just relax and enjoy the next 52 hours of fun. And more importantly, put your imagination on. Yes, as earlier, I want to quote as well. That's such a great quote, I have to say, by the way. Yeah. So I'll catch you guys later on. Astra, back to you. And we'll catch you back over at the next session. That is the Mentor Office Hour, 8 p.m. GMT plus 5:30.
Thanks a lot. I think with that, we have a wrap of the opening ceremony. See you guys in the Mentor Office Hours and the quiz later. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening and morning. Bye-bye.